3,192 days.
And that's how many days you've been living with ALS.
He was born.
Pat Hess, Jack's wife of 38 years, remembers day one like it was yesterday, hearing the devastating news that her husband and father of four was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis.
I was in my classroom and I saw a knock at the door in my classroom and I saw it was Jack, and right away I knew that it was a positive diagnosis, because he wouldn't have come if it was, if it wasn't. He would have called me, everything's okay or checked out. So that was, markedly the beginning of a nightmare.
That was February 23rd, 2006.
We didn't know he was going to be a long-term survivor. You don't know that you're going to have that luck, so it's still a nightmare every day because you're always expecting the worst.
Jack Hess, a fullback at Princeton University, once stood 6'5" and was about 230 pounds. These days, Jack is about 60 pounds lighter, but his mind is still sharp.
He is the same. He's my brother, and you look in his eyes and you see the life. Oscar Wilde said it best, "The eyes are the windows to one's soul." And when you look, you see so much life there. And the mind is still working, and he's still got a great sense of humor, and still tells everybody what to do.
Retired as vice president of Dreyfus Investments Division, Jack knows business, and that shows when Jack raised thousands of dollars for the Walk to Defeat ALS.
Since spending time on the computer was one thing I could still do, following our progress stoked my competitive spirit and I threw myself into it. So I overcame my reluctance and contacted as many of my old friends and family as I could and asked them to walk with us and donate what they could to help eradicate this incurable orphan disease.
And when Jack isn't competing at raising the most money for the walk, he still to this day finds time to dance. Then show off a little too.
And that is what Princeton is.
Really, Jack is really somebody who is bigger than life. I mean, he lives life large, and he always has.
They say one of Jack's biggest attributes is his determination. Not having known him very long, I can attest to that.
Never give then. Never give then. Never, 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 never and nothing. Great or small, large or petty, never give in, except to convictions of honor or good sense. Never yield to force. Never yield to the apparently overwhelming might of the enemy.
In Atlantic Highlands, Zac Lashway, PHL 17.